at the 3 spot. Now here's Durant. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
You know, it's hard not to think of great shooting when you think of Kevin Durant. What he's really worked on over the past few years, though, is his playmaking. He's averaging 4 to 5 assists a game these days. Impressive.
And they're able to recover. Here's Parker. It's good, and he makes his first shot of the game. Here's Westbrook. Now let's find out what head coach Greg Popovich had to say to Doris Burke. Doris?
He told me one of the more troubling tasks his team must do is to figure out how to slow down Russell Westbrook. He said that between his explosiveness and ability to change direction, they'll have to have all 5 guys keeping an eye on Westbrook whenever he's on the perimeter.
And thanks for that story, Doris. Count that one. Parker's got his second bucket of the night. Getting back to Durant's playmaking, it's something we've seen Jordan do. It's something we've seen Kobe, master. It helps those guys win championships.
Yeah, scoring yourself is great, but when you're trying to win rings, you have to trust and believe in others. And at this point in Kevin's career, he's all about that ring.
And Parker, here we go. Serge Ibaka pulls it in.
And no excuse there for missing that one after being freed up by a great pick.
Yeah, I agree with you. I mean, they came away empty, but they got the look they wanted, and really, I like the movement and communication there.
Well, Merry Christmas. I mean, that was a freebie.
The Spurs have gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. On the wing, Green. Shoots from the line. Russell Westbrook with the rebound. Gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. Durant, the pass to Westbrook. No good on the 3. To the paint, here's Green. The layup missed.
If they could end every possession with that shot, they'd be happy. 9 times out of 10, that's an easy layup for him.
And so he earns a trip to the line. Official saw the contact, and he'll shoot 2.
And you know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that, that's your only option.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, free throws are always better than a layup, so I'd agree with you there, Greg.
All right, now, take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And the first one drops.
Well, you know that Kawhi Leonard has an incredible reach with his arms, but even his hands are just massive, measured at 10 inches long and 11 inches wide. Wow.
Well, to give some perspective on Leonard's hand size that Greg was talking about, Clark, those measurements, 11 by 10, are what you typically would find on 7-footers. Well, this kid's 6'6", 6'7".
Yeah, and I'm 6'9", and I'm about 9 by 7, okay?
Huh.
So that just lets you know.
Wow.
The only other hands comparable to that, Dr. J.
Ooh, yes, huge. And he gets the bucket.
Just such a well-rounded offensive player. He's got a little bit of everything.
On 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Adams in the corner. And stolen by Aldridge. 3 on 3. Parker with a clean look. It's hauled in by Adams. Gotten 4 of 6 field goal attempts to drop in the first quarter. And Roberson kicks to Westbrook. Solid shot from the distance of about 14 feet. Westbrook's got his 3rd bucket of the night. First quarter of action, just under 3.5 minutes played. And it goes out of bounds. That one's off Parker. With the break in the action, here is the 2K leaderboard to show us the league's best shooting teams last season. In the 3rd spot, the Spurs.
Boy, I thought, Kevin, they had great productivity from their shooters last year. The guys they were counting on to knock down a high percentage of their shots, they did that. And they hope to see those same kinds of numbers this year.
Now, here's Westbrook. He has 6. Outside for Durant. Green with the rebound.
Awesome defense. I mean, he'll hit those unless you're right in his grill.
Nobody near Leonard. And Tim Duncan gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game.
And a really good way to start the game. He's a guy who, if he gets it going early, he's going to give you problems.
Gone 5 of 8 from the field, shooting over 62%. And stolen by Aldridge. Green kicks to Parker. Nice ball movement by San Antonio. And it's Aldridge missing. Leonard against Durant. Adams outside. Kicks it to Ibaka. Left side Durant. Shot clock at 6. The feed to Westbrook. 9 feet out. Lands soft on the front of the rim and drops. Westbrook's got 8 points.
Boy, such outstanding patience and decision-making for them offensively.
Absolutely. Their ball movement has been outstanding, and they're piling up the assists.
Duncan misses. Gone 6 of 9, shooting it well. Right side Westbrook.
And guys, you talk about players who have that killer instinct. Russell Westbrook is right at the top of that list.
And you think, Greg, about Westbrook's killer instincts. You were alluding to that. It's very apparent at times. Players praise, and Clark, I think, fear him for just that characteristic alone.
Well, how about this, Kevin? Kobe Bryant said Westbrook has the same love for competition that he has. Whenever other guards are pulled, Westbrook is their worst matchup.
And that's the classic 1-2 punch right there. I mean, nice steal, and then how about the elevation, Kevin, on the finish?
And, Greg, nothing spurs some quick offense like a great play defensively.
That indicates the importance of great on-the-ball defense, as was displayed right there.
Pass to Adams. Ibaka outside. Got a piece of it, and it's out of bounds. And they say it was last touched by Leonard.
You know what? A low percentage pass on that one, but sometimes it's worth the risk.
Well, that time the risk did not pay off because it was well defended.
Kiwi Steven Adams, one of the toughest players down on the block.
And Kevin Adams is not afraid to get under somebody's skin. He's pretty strong defensively, too.
It's Westbrook with the drive. Poked away. Outside for Durant. A chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark.
His touch has disappeared on him this quarter. He just hasn't been able to get it going. Great job to hit his teammate on that move, Kevin.
Gone 7 of 12 from the field here in the first quarter.
And you know, guys, that's one of the things I like about Adams. I mean, he'll draw the ire of opposing players just because of how he approaches the game.
Dion Waiters checked in for Roberson. The Spurs also with the sub. Ano Ginobili's checked in for Green. Now here's Westbrook. 10 points for him. Another miss by Westbrook.
Tell you what, they haven't wasted any time getting into the swing of things on the boards.
And even this early, that's a good omen for the rest of the game.
Here's Parker, trailing by 5. Once again off the mark by San Antonio.
Yeah, and guys, Adams doesn't want to be known as a dirty player. I mean, I think he feels he plays aggressive and he hustles, and that sometimes rubs players the wrong way.
Durant, they get the rebound. Here's Adams. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up, and 2 shots coming up. This is his first chance at the line tonight.
Steven Adams.
And he makes the first.
And the Spurs last season became the first franchise to hire a female assistant coach. A big step, not just for the Spurs, but really for all of the NBA.
And so Adams nails both of them. Well, as Greg was just talking about, the assistant that was hired was Becky Hammond, a phenomenal player for a very long time in the WNBA. And Clark, you know, you and I were talking about this before. She was a perfect candidate to become the first full-time female assistant.
Yeah, I agree with you, and it might not seem like that big a deal to some, but this was a big-time barrier breaker that the Spurs pulls off. Well, I tell you what, the post play has been rock solid right off the bat.
It really has, and they've created a lot of high-percentage shots in the paint here already.
Oh, and the jam by Westbrook.
And what a beautiful way to polish off that sequence. Just strong at attacking the rim.
That just puts a little more momentum on their side, don't you think?
Absolutely.
The defense got to tighten up now. I mean, you can't have the opposing point guard throwing down on you like that.
At the elbow, it's Ibaka. The basket good off the assist from Durant. Ibaka's got his first bucket in this one.
I love how he used his height advantage on that shot.
And he had the nice soft touch with it, too.
Aldridge a screen. Parker dishes to Aldridge. The Spurs rebound. Gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. Durant. Tony Parker grabs the miss.
And it's just one of those days, guys. He has just struggled to shoot the basketball.
Once again off the mark by San Antonio. Being at a nice 53% rate to start the game. They are sticking to the campaign. Westbrook with it. Picked up by Ginobili. Lets it go. And yep, finally drops after rolling around the rim. 14 points for Russell Westbrook.
How about the start that they've gotten off to here? Huge lead, and we're still in the first quarter.
And guys, it hasn't just been the scoring. I mean, they're playing tremendous defense too.
Spurs trail by 11. Parker kicks to Ginobili. And that one goes in as he is fouled. It'll be 3 points if he converts at the line.
Yeah, exceptional play there to take the bump and still get it to fall.
I like to call that stick-to-itiveness, Greg. Getting everything he possibly could out of that play. Nicely done.
Good call.
Manu Ginobili is one of the toughest guys you'll ever meet. That goes not just for the NBA, but any sport. I mean, a true competitor in every sense of the word.
On the topic of Ginobili, he's the guy who, when things aren't going well for your team, takes things into his own hands. He takes over, tries to coordinate. His will to win is, as Greg Popovich will tell you, out of this world.
I mean, you know, he's not just physically tough, but as mentally tough as anybody, arguably, who's ever played the game. What a big-time performer and a big shot maker.
And it's blocked by Adams.
He's going to play his way right onto the bench and out of the game if he continues to shoot it like he has so far in this quarter.
Parker against Westbrook. Parker with the steal. The Spurs have gone 3 for 3 at the line tonight. First free throw is good.
And Tony Parker, at least some of his success can be attributed to playing with talented bigs. I mean, in his rookie season, he plays with both the Admiral and Tim Duncan. He kept that partnership going with Duncan for several more championships. So while talented, he's also been very fortunate.
Well, talking about Parker and the bigs, Tony benefited from their presence, Clark, but they also benefited from his play.
Really, early in their careers, the only way to defend Parker and Duncan was to pack the lane, and once Tony developed a consistent jump shot, the only way to defend them was to hope and pray.
Right. Ginobili gets a wide-open look. No good from outside.
They've come out with a take-no-prisoners approach on the glass today.
Yeah, and it's already got them a +5 margin in the rebound column.
Well, they've yet to string many stops together.
It just seems like they're a step slow today.
And so the ball's out of bounds. Ginobili touched it last.
Well, that's inexcusable to throw a pass that far off the mark.
Gone 2 of 4 from beyond the arc to start the game. Durant, and they cash in right away with the quick shot. Durant's got 7 points in the game.
And it's like raining buckets right now. I wonder if this is the early stages of a blowout.
Well, we got to be careful. Don't want to get ahead of ourselves just yet. But it has been pretty ugly so far, no doubt about that.
Leonard on the wing, defended by Durant. That shot wide open. 10 points for Kawhi Leonard.
And he's clearly led the way offensively. The question is, can they ride him and get back into it?
And the call will be against LaMarcus Aldridge. That's foul number 2 for him.
I mean, that's a tough break for the D. I mean, he took the hit and drew the whistle.
Yeah, but he was late to get there, Greg, so the referee couldn't give him a free pass on that one.
The Spurs making a switch here. West is checked in. Westbrook, no good. Now, here's Parker. He has 6. Pass to Aldridge. 3 seconds left. Shot's good. Aldridge has got his first points of the night.
And when the size advantage is as big as it was there, I mean, that's exactly what he's supposed to do in that situation.
And they're scoring pretty well as we conclude the first quarter.